Good morning and welcome to STEAM Saturday. I'm your host, Miss Laura. This program is brought to you by the Pasco County Library System and the folks at the Hugh Embry and New River Libraries. Today, we're going to be making some rather magical art with wax crayon and tissue paper. Here are the supplies you're going to need. We are going to need a piece of paper. This is heavier weight paper because we're going to make it wet. We have just some water in here. We need some scissors to cut up our tissue paper. We have some tissue paper in all kinds of cool colors. And to do our drawing, we need a wax crayon, or you can use a good old crayon. This one's white. If you like, you can use a different color. If you use white, that's where the magic comes in. And a paintbrush to make it wet. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is with our crayon, we're going to draw a picture. Can you see my flower? I can. I'm having to imagine I know where it is. Okay, so now we have our picture drawn. Now I'm going to take my tissue paper. Now, I'm going to tear my tissue paper because I'm feeling kind of wild today. I don't want to cut it. And I'm going to put it down. Now I'm going to try something. We'll see how it works. I want my leaves. I do leaves, if you remember, if you recognize that's what they were. And I put them kind of over here. Now I don't have any green tissue paper. So I'm carefully using my pincher fingers to tear roughly leaf-shaped pieces here. Now, how do we make green if we don't have green, but we have blue and yellow? If my color theory is correct, maybe a layer yellow on blue might just come out green. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is the saturation of the color coming out. This is a highly saturated color. That means there's a lot of color pigment in there. When we added the water, it came out. So we're gonna wait a few minutes before we take a look. Okay, my picture has been spreading and it's dried a little bit. It's been about 30 minutes. It's actually quite dry because the air conditioning's on in here. So now I'm going to peel up the tissue paper and see if the wax underneath, that wax crayon, should have left a drawing. Kind of hard to tell what is tissue paper and what is underneath. Now some of the ink might come off on your fingers, but it will wash off, trust me. Now I'm interested to see if my blue and yellow has become green. Let's see. It's become kind of green here. Well, we can kind of see the little flower right there. You know what? Maybe I didn't push hard enough with the wax crayon. I kind of took it very lightly. And this paper has a lot of texture to it. So I'm going to try it with a different kind of paper. And I'm going to push really hard with that crayon. Let's see what happens. Here's one that I did on just plain smooth cardstock. And let's see, I'm going to peel off this tissue paper. It's still wet because I'm too excited to wait until it's completely dried. I'm just going to peel that off. I put it on some tissue there. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. You can totally see the flower. The wax created a resist, didn't it? So the dye from the paper has not colored where that wax crayon is. I like that. That, I think, is a beautiful piece of art. And we're going to leave it to dry. I think that's lovely. Well, I learned quite a lot about how to do this technique. I have to push a lot harder with my wax crayon and use a smooth textured paper, but I'm very happy with the results. And even my one that didn't turn out as I expected, I'm going to keep that one because I like the colors and I think it's pretty. I hope you have a lot of fun making some tissue paper art. And if you do, please take a picture and post it for us so that I can see what you're doing at home. And thank you very much for joining me. And I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.